Hi guys, and it's time to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. There is so much going on right now with these leaked text messages from Lisa Rinna and referencing Kyle and Kim and Kathy's mother, saying they get it from their mama. Oh my gosh, we have to talk about this. We got to uncover some things about their mother. She's passed away, so of course we want to be as sensitive as we can about the subject, but facts are facts and we got to talk about it. So before you do, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on. This is going to be a two-part series because we have a lot of information to unload. If you've been on the internet, then you know these text messages that were allegedly leaked by Lisa Rinna, who's not contesting that it's not her, surprisingly enough. They are crazy insane, okay? I am not even lying. I can't even believe it. We know these women love their mother. She was a single mother. She raised them. Well, she wasn't a single mother. She was married to Kim and Kyle's dad for a couple of years until, Kim made it big and started making her own money. But from their account, she was a single mother doing the best that she could, and they loved their mother very much. And it's their mother, okay? But the lady had some drinking issues, and we have seen those issues kind of trickle down with the women as well. In this book, The House of Hilton, it alleges that Kathy and Rick were big-time drinkers, big-time skiers, because I can't say that on YouTube if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So it would be not out of, I don't even know the word, but it wouldn't be crazy to think that it's possible that Kathy could have a small problem with alcohol or over drinking at times, okay? And this kind of feeds into what's going on. What we hear is going on at this restaurant with this whole racist remark and Sutton's assistant. So we have to talk about that first because first of all, the messages call Kathy narcissist, that they need to run her off, that Bravo is going to try to protect her at all costs, which I said that a long time ago. I said, Bravo is not about to take the Hiltons on. I just can't even believe it. I said that when we first started hearing this. So I think what has happened is Kathy, when they were all in Aspen, this is allegedly where the racial slur comes in. They were at the restaurant. They were drinking, they were done filming, which means they probably had been filming and drinking all day, all evening. There was a DJ, he was playing music, he was back in a booth, and you couldn't reach him. So Kathy was requesting music through their waiter. It was Billie Jean, Not My Lover by Michael Jackson. And the waiter's like, you know what, lady, like, I don't have time for this. We're so busy. And they start going back and forth. And he's like, I don't care where you're from, who you are, like, piss on you. And basically that's this encounters, and she uses this racial slur. And then Lisa Rinna comes to save the day, swipes Kathy out of the restaurant. They go back to Kyle's house where Kathy, I guess, just starts to lose it. The other ladies shortly follow afterwards. And when they get back, she's like losing her mind so bad, they're locking their doors. Okay. Now, this is allegedly when Kathy is going to be talking shit about Kyle, okay? And I told you Lisa swooped in like she was her friend, and she was like, come on, Kathy, come with me. Let's get a car. Meanwhile, she's like, tell me everything. Start from the beginning. That's what Lisa did. Anyways, back to the story. So the women come back to Kyle's house. They lock their doors. Now, this is the night that Kathy is on Instagram at like 2:30 in the morning posting on Rick's Instagram post, I need to get out of here. Okay, it had fans. Everyone was like, what the hell is going on? Kathy, 2:30 in the morning on Rick's Instagram post, I got to get out of here, okay? She doesn't even comment about that comment for like 4 days, and she comes out and says that allegedly she knew Rick didn't have his cell phone because he leaves it at the end of his desk every night, but she knew he would be in bed scrolling on the iPad, so she thought if she commented on the Instagram photo, he would be able to reach her. And she said she just woke up really terrified at Kyle's house alone in Aspen because nobody was staying there and that there wasn't even help staying there. We all know that to be false. Yes, after the night that Kathy flipped out, the women did go get other hotel rooms, but the press and all of us were assuming that it was because there was like this huge blowout fight between Erica and Lisa about Erica's drinking and pill taking. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be Kathy, okay? So that's allegedly what happened with the restaurant, and that's allegedly what happened with Kathy talking shit about Kyle. I think she was drunk. Like I said, they had been drinking probably all day, all night. We've seen New York, Sonia, Morgan, and these people say the same exact thing. They are pushing alcohol on you. And I think that it's very possible that this happened with her and the waiter and she said a racial slur. The second accusation comes from Erica, who claims that Kathy made a slur to Sutton's assistant at the airport. Now, Sutton has actually posted a photo of her, Kathy, and the assistant, okay? So she's basically saying that she supports Kathy. So they must not think that that happened, okay? Like, they must not think that happened. So Erica must be saying that she heard it, but he didn't hear it and Sutton didn't hear it. What kind of sense does that make? What I think is happening right now, guys, mark my words, her and Lisa and Erica are plotting together, right? They're a team. So Lisa is having to take Sutton on, and she's putting on a much bigger fight than Lisa had expected from her. And Erica's backing Lisa up. So they came up with the scam because this racial slur took place and they knew that people were going to question it. They knew because everyone loved Kathy when she came on last season. I mean, I mentioned it before, the entire reunion set was a replica of her backyard. And the lady had only been on this season as a friend of. Like, I feel like they were worshiping her at Bravo. We haven't even seen her this season. She gets this huge raise and we haven't even seen her yet. Anyways, I think that Erica and Lisa are scamming, okay? So they came up with this because they were like, people aren't going to believe. They're just going to think I'm making it up. So Erica's like, you know what? Why don't we say that when we were at the airport, Sutton's assistant was over there and I heard her say a gay slur. And that's what happened. Mark my words. So that way, it's kind of like taking Sutton down a little bit because it's causing drama, I'm sure, in her life, because it's like, should she stick up for the, assistant? Does she stick up for Kathy? Like, she thinks, what's she supposed to believe? That puts her in a shitty position. Then you have the assistant who didn't hear it. So he's kind of like, what the F? And on top of it, it's making Kathy look extra bad. So she's probably really pissed off. Allegedly, Kathy sent cease and desist to all the women the next day after she flipped out and they all locked their doors. She sent cease and desist. And like I said, I was right. I don't think Bravo wants to take her on. I definitely think they want to edit it out. And I think, again, because they have two scenarios allegedly, basically within a day or two of each other, because it wouldn't make sense for Erica to be like, oh yeah, I knew Kathy was racist. I knew Kathy was biased. I've heard her make comments before and I just never said anything. People would eat her up alive. So they had to make it as if it had just happened. And they were backing each other up. And then this way they have two people in the press. So that way, when things get leaked, Bravo can't say Lisa leaked it because her and Kathy are fighting. So Lisa is leaking stuff in favor of herself to get this whole story out, even though Bravo's trying to cover it up, right? Because that would piss Bravo off. Now you have two people accusing Kathy of the same thing. So when something gets leaked, something gets posted, now it's kind of like, ugh, what do you do? Do you blame Lisa? Do you blame Erica? Did they do it together? Did one of their team do it? You don't know what to believe. So it kind of throws viewers off too, right? Because we would be sitting back thinking that was Lisa planning these stories or, getting out to the press because Bravo doesn't want to cover it. And we just think she's resentful or whatever. But now that, Erica had the same situation happen, then it kind of gives it a little bit more life. And I 100% think that's what happened. They'll never ever admit it, but that's definitely what happened. Lisa hasn't even denied the messages, which is shocking. And she posted on her Instagram 20 minutes ago, she was pouring hot coffee in a coffee cup and it said, you can go sit with the punk ass bitches. I'm so sorry. Okay. It said, you can go sit in the punk bitch section. So I'm assuming that's to whoever she was corresponding with because she knows they leaked the text messages. And in my mind, I think that has to be Sutton. But I want to know what you guys think. Who were these messages to? Were they to Sutton before Sutton even got on the show? Maybe her and Lisa were just corresponding about what if Sutton got on the show and Kathy Hilton's supposed to be coming on. And, Lisa already had her mind set that Kathy was racist or biased. And the fact that she said they get it from their mama. We're going to get into that. But first, this is going to be my part 1. I'm going to drop my part 2 just because I want to get it uploaded because YouTube takes so long. So I hate to leave you guys hanging. But Part 2, I'm going to get into everything about the mama and the family. Talk to you soon.